I'd like to tell you that this is all going to get better, but it's not. It's most likely going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Humans have a tendency to literally have to get in the ass before they do anything to stop getting in the ass. But humans can watch the dick coming in a mirror, being all bent over with no lube, know it's going to happen, be able to move out of the way so it doesn't happen, but still get it inserted and get in the ass, and then be like, oh shit, I'm getting in the ass, I'm going to do something about it, even though they just watched it start. Like, they just watched the guy, like, lubing up and, like, getting ready. Like, I don't understand how people are that stupid. We said never again to certain things like concentration camps. China's been operating a concentration camp. Never again doesn't mean until it happens again and then we do something about it, or it happens again and we don't do it. It means never again. That means if somebody was like, hey, we're going to do this, we punch them in the face. Insta violence. When it comes to concentration camp, there ain't no peaceful resolution to that. Insta violence. Go over there and kill them Chinese pieces of shit. Period. Period. If it's Russian, go over there and kill them Russian pieces of shit. If we're having concentration camps here in America, then you guys are going to come here and kill these American pieces of shit. You see what I'm saying? Never again means never again. But no, it's going to happen. It's going to get worse. It's going to be 1945 Nazi Germany up in this. I mean, it is. It's going to get bad. China's buying up farmland pretty soon. It's going to be hard to get food because China's not going to sell it to us. And we're not going to be able to communicate to tell people that we have food, or that we can sell you food, or that we have an alternative, because all of our communication is going to be stifled. We're not going to be able to defend ourselves because the right to bear arms is going to be taken from us like they keep trying. I mean, this is it time and time again. They keep saying, no, this is not what we mean, but it keeps, that's what it keeps going. That's what happens. That's what happens every single time. So it's time to stop listening to these fools. It's time to arm yourself. Don't hurt anybody, but don't take any shit either. Because that's the only thing, like, look what happened. They took the Capitol building. A bunch of people died. Black Panthers took the Capitol building. Nobody got hurt. Why? Because the Black Panthers were armed heavily. Being heavily armed prevents death. It's a preventative measure. It's the great equalizer, firearms. It makes the scrawniest, wimpiest of men equal to the brawniest, buffest of men. That's what it was designed to do. That's why it is our right. It helps protect, provide, and defend. Provides food, hunt, protects from enemies. It is what it is. It is probably one of the most important tools humans have ever invented. Arm yourselves. March down the street. Live your lives. Open your businesses. Learn how to use those firearms. Stock up on ammo. Exercise. Prepare your body. Prepare yourself. Get the supplies. Move out of the cities. Do whatever you can to prepare yourself for the fight that's coming, because it's coming. There's no ending it now. They're coming after the Constitution openly now. Openly. And they're going to come after each right one by one, even though most of the rights are already gone. They haven't officially been regulated away, but there's restrictions on all of them right now. The government has become destructive to its three main functions: protecting us from foreign enemies. It's allowing foreign influence to do whatever the hell it wants. Protecting our rights. It's taking those away and violating them, and settling disputes between states. And there was a big ass dispute over the election between the states, and the Supreme Court flat out refused to even listen to the case. It's become destructive to these ends, and it really is time, I keep saying in the last 3 podcasts, to invoke the Declaration of Independence and absolve the ties that bind. If the government can't unfuck itself, it can't be the government anymore. It's lost all of its legitimacy, and it needs to be removed from power by any means necessary. Hopefully they'll do the same thing with the Congress of the Confederate, with the Articles of Confederacy. Right after the Revolution, right before we did the Constitution and the current form of government, they all stepped down when people were going to fight. I hope they do the same thing, but I don't think they will. And if they don't, you can't be shied away about having to do what needs to be done, because it is what needs to be done. And none of those people that have been in the government for 50 plus years, Republican or Democrat, should be allowed to stay in government, period. Both of those parties should be purged from existence. Your ability to be a party, your ability to be in politics, your ability to lead, your ability to make decisions, it's been revoked. Non-irredeemable, unfixably revoked. It's time for us to take your privileges away. Because that's what your shit is a privilege. You have the privilege to be in an authority position. I have the right to speak, the right to bear arms. You have the privilege to make decisions. There's a difference. You have become my enemy. You've become all of our enemies. You've lost your legitimacy, and your word means nothing. Donald Trump is the last president. Joe Biden is not a president. The government isn't a government. It is a clown show. It is a filthy clown show that doesn't respect its duties, doesn't respect people's rights, and doesn't deserve to be operating. I don't know what else to say. This is probably going to get me banned at some point. I might even get arrested for saying some esoteric terrorism or whatever they're saying. Oh, you incited violence by this because you knew somebody. You had to know somebody was going to listen to what you say and do something stupid. I'm not responsible for what people do. And I can't be punished for speech. That's what means free speech. So you come and try that, you're going to have to fucking kill me. I am armed and I won't let you take me alive. That's all I'm saying. I am armed and you will not take me alive. I'm taking some of your asses to Valhalla with me. So you could choose amongst yourselves who those people are going to be if you try this shit. But you better send bachelors, you better come heavily armed. Because I will speak my mind. I will utilize my rights. I will not let myself be arrested for something I didn't do. I will not incriminate myself. I will enforce my rights on police if I have to enforce my rights on police. I will utilize the castle doctrine if I have to defend myself. I give no fucks anymore. None. Zero. The United States of America does not have a federal government anymore, and it barely has state governments because they're becoming just as tyrannical as the federal government. The government is starting to purge communications, and that is being destructive of the ends that it was established for, and as such, we should invoke the Declaration of Independence and absolve the ties that bind, so we can put in a new government that will preserve the right to speech, the right to bear arms, and our rights, because there are rights, we were born with them, you don't have the right to take them away. But anyways, as always, I'm Doc Camo. This has been my thought of the day, and they'll keep coming daily until I can't put them out there anymore because my ass is in a gulag and or the internet shut down and all these alt tech sites are under the oligarchy and I've been banned. I'm just saying. This I'm Dr. Moles. This is my thought of the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.